What's up folks, welcome to Power Drift. You're here because you love motorcycling and I'm here to welcome you to the world of motorcycle racing. This is Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup Race 4 of the One Make Championship of the Pro-Am Championship. Without further ado, let's go.
The chassis is absolutely standard. The only thing we modified on the chassis is shorten the rear mudguard stay. These are 5 mm longer shock absorbers, standard but 5 mm longer with linear springs. That's the change on the rear.
The chassis geometry, the suspension setup has gone through tens of thousands of hours of testing, both at the UK Tech Centre, at the India's Tech Centre. And we have a lot of confidence that this is a very well planted chassis. It's got great handling characteristics. The only change we've made is raise the rear by 5 millimeters, and the reason for that is to increase cornering clearance.
The front suspension, yes, we have preload adjusters. You can see it's got many grooves in it, so you can fine tune the preload.
The rear suspension, Gabriel helped us by developing linear springs which were stiffer. So 28 newtons per millimeter with a linear range throughout the spring.
Just a few things that we've done to make it into a cafe racer, into a racing bike.
Unprecedented rainfall. Again, part and parcel of racing. Always expect the unexpected, basically. We couldn't race when the rain was pouring down. It was too wet. I think when things dried up, thankfully the sun came out. The track was finally dry enough. There was no stagnant water anywhere. The racing lines were clean and dry, and they let us go at around 4:15.
Looking at the weather, I don't think it will be hot. The grip level will be low, so we have to plan accordingly.
The track temperature changes, so the grip level changes, and also the setup in our bike, we have to, not major, but few changes in terms of pressure and tire pressure and all of those.
Since round 1, I've always been good on the race start, so planning on after the race start, gaining some quality positions.
I am actually not great in starts. I am always weak there. That's my weak point. Starting position is the most important in a one make series.
I will be focusing on Surya now because he is doing some good timings. He is riding in amateur category, but he is giving some good fight to the pro category boys also.
I learned a lot from last 3 races. I just want to fight with the pros and give them a run.
Everyone is quite competitive, be it either of the categories, pro or amateur. The whole grid is bunched up quite tight, so competition will go really neck to neck.
It's the red down here. It's the Royal Enfield Continental GT Cup. As the red lights go off, they'll be off. Number 10 seems to have a better off start, but number 5 is already off into a big hurry. Couple of them come together. Oh my God, will there be a little bit of a yellow flag? Yellow flags are quickly come down in. Number 15, as you rightly said, Surya PM moves into the lead.
I think Alvin Xavier has himself moved quite a few places. Well, he's moved up to 6th, while Anish has now moved up to 3rd with the fastest lap of 1 minute 17. While the front three of Navneet, Surya and Joseph, they continue swapping places at a time. Though Surya was leading, now it's Navneet who's leading in the mean.
I'm in the game like EA, been in my practice pre-K, shooting my shot from long range, going over here's a good two-pay, treat every day like pay.
Can a novice win the race, put the pressure back down in? Number 5 in the race lead.
We'll have to wait for that because he's got some trouble behind him as Surya, and it's Anish Damodar Shetty who's come up 3rd. Surya PM has taken the lead, and it is Anish who's now in third, and Vineet dropping down to second. This is what we were talking about, Surya PM and Vineet Kumar. We saw this in the previous round as well. It was Vineet who had the lead, then Surya had the lead, and now once again they're both going at it at that back straight. It is now Navneet Kumar, bike number 5, who continues to lead and now makes his move. Does Anish down with the Shetty, moves into second with Surya dropping down to third. Anish down with the Shetty makes his move on the outside, then on the inside. Can he now take the lead? And yes, he does. That's what we were talking about. The final lap, the business end of a race for Anish down with the Shetty, and he's done it once again. He's taken the lead away from Navneet Kumar, and now you can just see how behind Navneet is that it seems that his shoulders have dropped and he's like, oh no, not again. I've let him pass, and that too at the very end of the final lap. Anish Damodar Shetty will take the checkered flag. Brilliant from Anish once again.
Unbelievable racing action continues at the Continental GT Cup. The rain gods favoured the race today and favoured Anish Shetty, who started in 7th position but fought his way all the way to the first. The advantages of the Pro-Am race format were on display as the amateur Surya sat back in 3rd position and watched Navneet and Anish, both pro category riders, duke it out. If you've realised, beyond this, we are past the midpoint of the championship, and it is beyond this point that the racers will not give an inch, and racing itself will leave no room for error.
Morning it rained for 2-3 hours, so many corners where I'm actually strong, I couldn't take the actual line which I take.
It was quite intense because we were completely dive bombed into turn 1, and then it was just that consistently catch up with people and ride.
Even with the last lap where Anish made a move, I could have retaliated with an aggressive move, but I don't want to.
I was about to lead the race, but then I can sense that Navneet and Anish, they started fighting with me, and I don't want that. Making a silly mistake and crashed.
Since it's Surya, I didn't leave my throttle. I was on full gas. Okay, he'll be on full gas, I was on full gas. We were having fun.
They both were trying to fight with each other, and Surya missed the gear, because of which I got a good drive, and I caught up with him.
The idea of putting the amateurs and the pros together is fantastic, because it gives a great advantage to the amateurs to learn from the pros.
Absolutely.
Obviously, the pros have got more seat time, they've raced a lot more, and the amateurs, if they have to get anywhere near them, the best way is to race with them.